What is up, people? We are finally back with the goal of probably this whole channel I've always wanted to do. We are going to spend this whole year ranking the top 100 American cars of all time. Now, this is episode 0, so we're not ranking a car right now. However, you need to set some ground rules when you're doing this because, I mean, you can't just throw every single American car out there. There's a couple of cars I wanted to throw, but I couldn't. So starting with the first ground rule, we have must be a true production model. It cannot be any sort of specialty race car, had to have been sold to the public at one point. There are some vehicles that were race specs, such as the GT40, that were sold to the public by rule. In order to race in Le Mans, they had to sell so many. So that does count. Now, another rule is there must have been at least 100 made. There was one car when I was doing research for all 100 vehicles I found called the Falcon F7. Beautiful car. I was ashamed to find out there was only 7 made here in Michigan. That probably would have made the list probably somewhat low because it's less well known, but stunning car. Maybe I'll do an episode on that still just because it's a lost car that I couldn't find almost any research from, unfortunately. But that's besides the point. Now the next rule is the vehicle has to be available in America. Now, there are plenty of American cars, well, you would think are American because they're American name brands, such as the Ford RS200. Beautiful car. I would have loved to put that in this series, but unfortunately, it was only sold in Europe and shipped to America. So there are some in America, but it's not a true American car. They were raced over in Europe. I don't think they were ever raced in America. It's just, they really missed it. I feel like they would have sold so many more in America, but that's besides the point. It sucks. I love that car. And of course, the last rule is has to be an American manufacturer. There is one exception. You'll see that later in the series. I think you'll understand why I put it in there. It is definitely an American car. It was sold in America. However, the company is not American. But you'll see. It's almost as It's almost more American than most vehicles in this series. But my goal, I want to try to push one out a week. That might be stretching it because I'm a one-man crew right now. I'm gonna try my hardest. But with time, hopefully I'll get quicker at editing and making all these videos. But as of right now, this is episode 0. Stay tuned. Hopefully next week I'll have episode 100. We'll count backwards. Episode 100, the 100th best American car. See you then.